Okay, Dominican Republic, Part 1. Well, like some of these other countries, we first had coins being made for them in the United States, but not by the U.S. Mint, but by the Waterbury Mint. And here you see a 1 cent for the Dominican, un centavo for the Dominican Republic. Here you have a 2.5 cent, also for the Dominican Republic. And finally you have the 5 centavos for the Dominican Republic. But in 1897, we began making coins proper for them. However, in these cases, the dies were actually provided to us by the French Mint. And as a result, you see that A above the R of gramos, that is the mint mark for Paris, which only means that the die came from there, not that the coin was struck there. But at any rate, we had those mint mark, and here's all these Dominican Republic coins. Made at that time. After that, apparently we had nothing more to do with the Dominican Republic for a very long time. The next time we do have anything, it's 1939. So we begin by making a full set. This, unfortunately, is all I can do here for a 1939 cent. It's the only one I've ever seen for sale anywhere, such as it is. Okay, fairly reasonable, 1939 5 centavos. And then 10 centavos. Now all of these, however, are made totally and exactly to the standards of the correspondingly sized and proportionately valued US coins. 25 centavos. So this is the same size, diameter, alloy, weight as a standard US quarter at that time. For some reason they didn't do a 50 cent, but they did do the peso that one year. 1939. Dios, Patria, Libertad. God, Fatherhood, Liberty. Okay, now 1941. We made some more. It's hard to see that that is 1941, but it is. In 1942, we made some more. This is actually a pretty nice one here. Look at that, beautiful coin. A little bit of staining on the edge, but otherwise it's clearly a red. Okay, there's a 10 cent. Again, look at that, 1942. Looks like it could be brand new. And of course, there's the 25 cent. Okay, 1944, we're during the war. And just as the 1944 cents made for America had only zinc and no tin for that last 5%, that also went for this 1 cent as well, unlike the others made before and after. This nickel, of course, is the most interesting. This 5 gramos coin, 95 centavos, looking the same, is actually the same alloy, standards, size and weight, smooth edge, everything, as the standard silver nickel of the same time. It is the only instance where this was done for a foreign coin that we followed the U.S. standards so closely that we even adhered to the alloy, unlike so many other foreign countries for which we made the 5 cent piece out of brass, such as, for example, as we saw for Cuba. So that's pretty unique and original. So that's really pretty nice. Now, 1947. All our alloys are back to normal with the tin and the penny. 1 centavo, 3 gramos. These are rounded very crudely. There's the back of the penny. There's a 25 cent. that one could use an upgrade. Oh well. And a 50-cent or a medio peso, half of the peso. Like saying $half instead of 50 cents. There's 1949. 1 cent. 1951, a full set was made. $0.01, 5 cent, 10 cent, 25 cent, 50 cent, but no peso. Apparently the peso was no more part of the normal circulation in Dominican Republic than the silver dollar was in the United States by this point in time. 1953, another 10 cent. That's the only thing we did for Dominican Republic, dated 1953. 1955. That's a beautiful red 1 cent. And also in 1955, there was this commemorative. See, again, he just rounds it off to 26.7 gramos and not that whole, all that stream of decimals, but it is the full weight. They just rounded it off. I get a really nice look at the design on the back. Okay. Well, 56. All we made for them was the 1 cent. $1957, ditto. As you can see, this is also a really nice 1 cent. In 1959, this is the 1 cent, 5 cent, 10 cent, and a 50 cent. For day dated 1960, there's the 25 cent and the 50 cent. So those are the coins we made that are reported in Altz and Barton. However, after the period covered by Altz and Barton, production of coins for the Dominican Republic was revived once again. That'll be covered in part 2.